Okay, Matt. Gavin Allenson here with Matt Lovell, sports nutritionist. We're just talking about this new fat-burning supplement, Thermo 5 from Kinetica. Who should basically use that, Matt?
Well, it's a fat burning sort of support matrix. It would also work as an energy support matrix. So if you were low in energy, there's a little bit of caffeine contained in here, and then bitter orange peel powder, which acts as a stimulant through a separate mechanism.
Right. Okay.
It's got a lot of different ingredients. It's a 5-phase fat burner. So there's stimulants, metabolism enhancers, stuff to control blood sugar, and then some B vitamins and some enzymes, antioxidants, and so on. So it's not a crazy stimulant based one though, because I'm not a fantastic believer in the ones that just leave you completely wired.
Right.
It's got just enough to get the sort of thermogenic stimulus going.
So it'd be for athletes and people who are, is there any advantage if, say, somebody's really overweight and obese taking something like that?
Well, the first thing you got to do is, if you're overweight or obese, is start getting your diet and everything sorted properly, so you're losing fat without any kind of artificial input from a fat burner.
Yeah.
And then the second thing, once you're on a steady route, would be possibly to use some additional support.
Right.
Green tea extract's really good. There's a good dose in this fat burner. Fish oils and CLA would work in conjunction with this fat burner.
But they're separate.
They're separate products.
Right.
But I think we're going to put them together into like a fat burning triple, and knock a bit of money off, so that people that are interested in getting that can get all three products at once.
So, because there's about 20. I was looking at the label before. There's about 25 different ingredients in there. How much research or clinical papers have been done on those type of the constituents of it?
Yeah, well, we only chose ingredients which had got were research and evidence based, and then we packed in as much as we could of each ingredient in terms of the green tea. There's the equivalent of a very strong cup of green tea in every serving. For instance, there's a really good serving of something called acetyl L-tyrosine, which is a stronger form of the amino acid tyrosine.
Right.
So that acts as an anti-fatigue agent, and it also increases circulating levels of the catecholamines, which are the hormones which help break down fat. There's a good dose of chromium, which helps with blood sugar regulation, and there's a decent dose of all your B vitamins, which will help with energy production and antioxidant protection. And we've put some stuff in there which increases absorption of all the nutrients. There's black pepper extract, and then there's a low level of some other nutrients which will all work together. So if you added up the total content of all the lower level nutrients, then that adds a significant additional effect in terms of the fat burning potential of the product.
Right. So from what you say, which I didn't really understand before, it sounds like it's quite a good, like almost all-round supplement rather than just for fat burning per se.
Yeah, so it's
for somebody who may be fatigued, or to help give them energy and give them a little bit of a boost almost as well.
Yeah, you could take this in the afternoon on a Friday, which it is today. If you were flagging a little bit, we probably should try 4 in a minute. Yeah, you could take them, and it would just give you a little boost in energy for a few hours.
Right.
And then you might just take a half dose or something.
Right.
But if you were doing an intensive workout or a performance-based workout, then you might want to take 4.
Right.
You can take
tablets.
4 tablets. Yeah. You could take up to 8 tablets a day if you were like in a situation where you're doing double sessions every day.
Yeah.
But like with all supplements, it's a good idea to take a couple of days off a week.
Yeah.
Just even with like multivitamins and the other things that we recommend.
Could you take that there's nothing to stop you taking that on an ongoing basis over, bearing in mind, okay, you cycle on and off it, but, say if somebody was really, obese and overweight, would that be something they could take for months or years, or would you just recommend it in shorter phases?
I would suggest you could use this for 2 months on, and then after that sort of time you might need a break of a couple of weeks.
Right.
The only downside to taking this would be if you were already drinking too much coffee, say, then you're taking another source of caffeine in a fat burner. It's gonna be too much. So if you took 4 of these, you might want to skip the coffee or have a green tea instead, which is much lower in caffeine. And then on average, a couple of cups of coffee a day is fine. Won't interfere too much with your caffeine tolerance, but more than that, you're going to develop a certain tolerance to caffeine, so you're going to need more to get an effect.
Right. Okay. So it's just cut down on your caffeine if you're using that.
Yeah. With every supplement, use it sensibly. Cycle it. Take some time off. Only use it at particular times when you need it. So don't at particular times of fatigue, or at particular times when you're training specifically to burn fat at an accelerated rate.
Okay, cool. Right, cheers, Matt.
No worries.